everybody. I hope everybody's having a really good week this week. So this week, what's popping and dropping is a label pop-up card. And this is what the little basic piece looks like. I'm going to show you two different ones today. So why don't we go ahead and head over to Design Space, and I'm going to show you what comes in each of those files. I'll see you over there.
Okay guys, here we are in Design Space. This is the rainbow label pop-up card. Today while making this card, I will only be using this top blue piece and this blue piece. This piece I am not using, and that's just up to you if you'd like to. This is the BCom label platform pop-up card. These are all the pieces that will come in the file. If you want, go ahead and add anything additional to the files. Don't forget to go up and save and name your project. And if you'd like, we can go ahead and get our pieces cut out, and I'll meet you at the craft table and I'll show you how to put it together. I'll see you there.
Okay, guys, now that we are back at the craft table, why don't we get out our pretty paper
And our card base to the rainbow label pop-up card.
and our little mechanism piece. So why don't we go ahead and work our score line here, and then we can put our pretty paper on. And I'm going to put the pretty paper with the scallop edge at the top, and on the bottom piece, I'm going to put it at the bottom like so. And on the front piece, I did a little border that matches up on the right and the left side like so. So we can go ahead and glue these pieces on too. All right, so we have our pretty paper on, and this is what it's looking like. Now what we can do is get our mechanism piece here, and we can work it. So we have right at the top of our label a score line, and we can just bend it back. And then we have this straight line up here, and it's going to be a mountain fold. And then we have two little tabs on the side. They're also mountain. And then two long tabs here. And let's do our last one here. It's also a mountain fold. And then we have this last one here that we can fold, and we'll just fold it back and forth like so. So all of these are going to be mountain folds. And it looks something like this when we're done. Now we're going to take our piece and we're going to line this score line up, the one that's second from the bottom, with our score line in our card. And I'm going to center this on my card. Once you have your piece with the center score line on the center score line of our card, we just want to hold it in place and put a little glue on each of these tabs here without moving it. And then we're just going to fold it underneath. And then when we have that done, still keeping it in the same place, don't move it, we're going to take the tab at the top and put glue on it. Then we're going to tuck it underneath. But when you tuck it, make sure your little label piece right here that I'm lifting doesn't get caught in it. So you might have to raise it just a little. And then our last piece to do is this bottom tab down at the bottom. Put some glue on it and then just fold it under. And then once you think you let it dry enough, we're just going to start pushing it forward. And if your little label gets stuck, just give it a little push and it'll come forward. And then just keep closing it and then give it a good, nice rub. And then we can open it up and we have our cute little label pop up. And the nice thing about this is we can lay it back flat to decorate our piece. So I wanted to add the same color on my bottom base here and the top up here. We have it, and we just need to glue those on. So let's do that. And that's what it looks like with the pretty paper added. Gives it a cute little touch. And in the file, there is this piece. If you want to make it the same color as your pretty paper, you can cut that out. So the next thing we can do is get out our rainbow pieces. And I wanted to raise mine a little off of my platform. So I'm going to use some double-sided foam tape. And if you don't have double-sided foam tape, you can always stack some cardstock to the height that you want. Just make some little squares and then just glue it to the back of your piece you want raised. So there's the double-sided tape that I put on there. And we're going to have clouds, so I'm just going to try to gauge this where I would like it. And then my little cloud here, I'm just going to kind of put it up to the end of the rainbow, like so. And then I'm going to put some foam underneath the other one over here and do the same thing on the other side. Now what I'm doing is taking my hearts and stacking them up to give them some layers. Okay, so now I have my hello here. I'm going to leave it this way so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I like the hello, I think, about right there on our little white platform. So you just take a little glue and put it on the bottom of your hello and glue it onto your piece. So let's do that. And then for the front, I did this wider one, and I'm going to put a little of my stacked heart at the top like so. And then I made a friend and I layered it several times with cardstock, and I'm going to put that so I didn't like how my friend looked on the top here. It just to me blended in too much. So what I did is took one of my markers of a similar blue color and then just shaded it in, and I like that so much better. So I'm just gonna glue my friend in the center of my green piece here, and then my heart up at the top, I think like that. Why don't we go ahead and do that? There we go. Now I'm just gonna glue this on the center of my card here. And then we're going to open it up, and for the bottom I have this piece and another heart where we can write a message if we would like. So let's go ahead and put that on. Okay, so now we're moving on to the next card. So for the pretty paper, I did the yellow card base, and then we have two pieces of pretty cardstock to put on. So let's go ahead and work our score line if you haven't done that, and then we're going to put our pretty paper on. So let's do that. All right, so we got that on. Now we know how to put the mechanism on. So what we're going to do is decorate it. So for our main piece here, we have a black piece we're going to use, and we're just going to center that right on our card mechanism like so. So let's put that on. Okay, and let's get the honeycomb piece out, and then I'm going to show you how to put the flowers together. So we have two flowers here, and you're just going to do it the next one in between the other leaves. So you'll put a little glue on the center of the flower here and glue that on top. So let's do that. And then for the white ones, I did the yellow little dot for the center. So we'll just put a little glue on the center of that and then just pop that right in the middle like so. So we'll have a little flower. And on this one, I did a bigger one and a small one, but on the others, I did the same size. So for this piece, you just want to decide where you want the honeycomb if you're going to put that on. I think I like mine about like there. So I'm going to put a little glue on the back and put that on. Then I'm going to take my little bee and I'm going to glue them about right there. Yeah, I like how that looks. So I'm going to glue that down. And then I'm just going to take some of my flowers that I've already made and put them along this edge over here, I think. I think I like that. I'm going to straighten them up a little bit, but I'm going to put those over here. And then for this bottom section, we have a black strip and then our matching pretty paper to put on, and then we'll put it in that square. So let's do that. And then for the bottom down here, I'm doing our little label with a black and yellow one. And I'm going to center it and then glue it onto our bottom section like so. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, then I put our little saying there. And then I thought it would be fun to do a little bee on this side like this. So I'm going to glue that on. And then what I want to do is put some white flowers along the inside of this section like so. And then for our back, we have just this little square with some lines that I thought would be fun around it. So we can put that on for our message area if you'd like. And then I had some extra bees left over from my Winnie the Pooh card.
And then for our front of our card, we have a white piece with the lines around it and a black piece of cardstock. And we're just going to take it and center it on our black piece here. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Now I'm going to take this piece and I think I'm going to center it like midway down on my card here and then bump it up to my black piece of cardstock. So why don't we go ahead and put this piece on. Now I'm going to take some white and yellow flowers and I'm just going to kind of stagger them down the left side of our little card we just put down. Now what we can do is take our just because and put it on the front of our little card with the flowers. So let's do that. Okay guys, so here's our two finished cards and we have a nice envelope that goes with our card. And then our card here says friends on the front of it. And I love how the front of this turned out. And then we open it up and we have a rainbow that says hello. And then we have a little place down here on the bottom with a heart at the top where we can write a message to someone. And then we can go over to our other card here. I really like the black and the yellow here. And then we have the flowers and the just because on the front. And we open it up and we have all of this goodness. I really like the black and the yellow with the flowers, the white flowers on top. I really think it pops. And then we can turn it over to the back where we have a place to write a personal message. So we have two wonderful choices to choose from this week. The bee pop-up or the rainbow pop-up card. And these cards are one of the quickest cards and easiest cards to make and put together. Do you guys know what kind of bee can't make up his mind? A maybe. Guys, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and crafting with me. Don't forget to stop by next week to see what's popping and dropping. Bye.